looked at creating databases and how databases work. We saw how the tables relate to each other with a relational database and how we group like information into tables, right? So we have the customers table with all the information about customers. We have the movies table with all the information about movies. So we've seen all that about creating tables, creating relationships, and then asking questions of the database or running queries. And we've also seen what the key field is and how the key field works. One thing we've yet to talk about is the data hierarchy. And the data hierarchy is basically this concept that databases are made up of tables, and tables are made up of records, and records are made up of fields, and fields are made up of characters. And we could see the database hierarchy. Let me just open up the document. So database is made up of tables, tables are made up of records, records are made up of fields, and fields are made up of characters. So what exactly does that mean? That's just kind of a way of sort of conceptualizing, databases from the largest view down to the most minute view. And a database is made up of tables, so we saw that when we create a database, right, we are creating this, and this database is created with 3 tables. And then tables are made up of records, so here are records in the customers table, right? And then each record is made up of fields, so here's the CID field, here's the first name field, and each field is made up of characters. There's the character L, there's the character A, there's the character L, there's the character O, right? So databases are made up of tables, tables are made up of records, records are made up of fields, right? And fields are made up of characters. That is the database hierarchy. Lastly, when you start creating databases, your databases, when you create more tables, your relationships might start to look like this. And so this is just food for thought about how you could create a more complex video rental movie store database. And, we have actors in their own table here, and we have films, and we have, just all kinds of different tables where these things are connected in various ways so that we could normalize our database. That's called data normalization, where we want to make sure that there's no redundant information in our database because, redundancy is anathema, redundancy is anathema to databases, meaning that, you only want to enter information once. And if you change it, you only want to change it in one location. So you set your database up in such a way that it only happens one time. So that's a little bit about the data hierarchy, and when starting out with databases, these are really the core concepts that you need to know. Why databases are useful, seeing databases in action, the advantages of databases over the old way that we stored information, and then these basic concepts of how tables are related to each other, that puzzle we looked at, the role the key field plays, how we create tables, how we create relationships, how we run queries, and what the data hierarchy is. You have a very solid understanding of databases at this point. You understand databases more than 99% of the population, I would venture to say, just by understanding these things here. And you've got a good head start towards understanding databases. Last thing I'll do is point you towards a resource for learning more about databases. I would recommend going to lynda.com, and you could just check out some of their courses under, well, I was going to say databases, but let's try here, subject D, databases. And they have some great courses under databases that will teach you, everything you want to know. So if you're interested only in Microsoft Access, you can come in here and Access 2013 Essential Training Beginner, and that course will really get you going on what you need to know to become even more effective with databases, a 5-hour course. So a fair amount of information to cover in that course, but a good course. I haven't taken it, but I imagine it'd be a great course. They have really good teachings at this website. All right, congratulations to you for taking a big step towards understanding and working with databases.